Recording in progress.
Investors, here's where you're going to get the information about the real estate market as far as in multiple family properties are concerned. So you don't miss out on the next deal because you make money when you make that purchase on your investment property. My name is Chris McMahon. I've been an investor in the capital region for over 20 years now. I'm also a licensed real estate agent. And from these videos that I put out here, I get all kinds of questions from people. So if you got a question, my information is down below. All my contact information is there. Feel free to reach out to me, whatever way works best for you. But we're going to dive into here and we're going to check out the multifamily market in the capital region, starting with Saratoga. We're going to break this down by county. I'm going to share my screen with you so that you get the information right from the source here. And here we go. All right, so I've got Saratoga County pulled up right now. And as we're seeing, we're pretty healthy in a seller's market. Not really a surprise. Been that way for quite a while here. But quick overview of what we got going on right here. We're at about 2.5 months of inventory, which actually is about a 9.5% drop month over month. List to sold ratio has increased to 101.3. Medium days on the market is 18, and the medium sold price is $269,000. Again, we're covering, as you can see right here, multifamilies, and this is in Saratoga County. Coming down here, we're going to check this out a little bit more. So the median estimated property value is 355 as we're looking at this chart over the last year, but it's dropped 2.2% in the last month. But the 12-month change is up almost 18% for the last 12 months right over here. So we're looking at this thing right here, and we're seeing the United States average is 349. The Saratoga average is 355, so it's just slightly over as we're looking at this. This right here is the New York State average, okay? So New York State average compared to downstate, this is what we're looking up right here, this blue line. We are way lower than that. So is the national average with it. And Saratoga County is slightly above the national average, which we saw it do make that change over here back in about July or so. Typically, it has been below that, but the other counties that we covered has not been like that. They've been below. So we'll kind of see if that trend stays true with the rest of them. But right now, here's the number of new listings we got. We're looking at the median list price about 289 for our new listing. So there was 11, all right, in the last month that changed here. So this is our trend as far as the new listings coming out over the last 12 months. It peaked right back here in February. The low looks like we're about March. It's on the second month of the decline. What's at 11? Last month it was 13. So it's coming down a little bit for Saratoga County. But what we're looking at right here is the median price per square foot is 146, kind of a rough ballpark figure for you. We've got 3.3 million dollars in total volume in the new listings. And as we come down here, we're going to go down to active listings. So that was just active listing or new listings. Active listings is what we got right here. We're at about $410,000 for the median list point. Number of properties, 25, which dropped again almost 14%. Again, our high was a year ago in November at 41. This is the 12-month high. Over here in September, we're down here to 25. Not the low for the year. The low for the year was back here in March as far as our investment properties or our multifamily properties go. Days on the market, we're looking at about 2 months for days on the market, $142 per square foot, and we've got just under $13 million in total volume for the multifamilies as far as active listing goes. Now, we're going to skip that. We're going to go to the pending listings. We'll go to the pending listings where the list value or the median list price was a little over 307,000. There's 26 of these properties that are pended, and it's up 23.8%. So we see that increase. August was 21. Now we're up here to 26. So it took a pretty healthy jump. The high, we're looking right here, we had 28 in June and we had 28 in February. So those are our two that are tied. It came so drop for the last 2 months, but took a put spike up. Medium days on the market. We're not recording anything here for that. $150 a square foot for our pending listings, and we got $8.7 million in volume for those. Sold listings, what do we have for sold for the month of September? We had 5, which is down 44%. 269 was the median volume, but the average listed sales price was up 8.2%. It was at 101.26% at $100 a square foot, about $1.5 million of volume for sold listings. So not a lot of sales for the month of September, but our pendings jump back up for September. So what that should affect October's number as far as the number of sold listings that we got on there. Let's come down here. Month supply of inventory, we're at 2.5%, or I'm sorry, 2.5 months, which is down 9.4%, which is down 32.1% over the 12-month change. So looking right over here, 2.5%, which back here it was at 2.5 months, which back over here was a little over 3.5 months. So it's dropped almost a month in the last year as we're coming through there. So let's go up here. Next one we're going to come out and check. We're going to check out Albany County. Albany County, New York. There we go. All right, here's our little triangle. Again, pretty healthy in the seller's market. We got, again, about 2.5 months of inventory, 100% list to sold ratio on average, down slightly, 0.16%. 14 days on the market is the average at $233,500 is the median sales price. So coming down. Median estimated property value 282. We're down 1.7 months or 1.7% in the last month, but it's up 8% here over the last 12 months. So we're seeing that increase. It may have dropped a little bit, but in the last month it is up. So here we go. This is the New York State average, national average, and right over here, this is the Albany County average. So like I said, Saratoga is slightly above it, but Albany is still staying pretty steady below all that. Medium list price is at 250. We got 81 properties that for new listings, 81 new listings that came out. That's up 17% from the previous month, which was at 69. They got over $19 million of volume for the new listings, and they're coming out about $104 a square foot for a price. Active listings, this is the number we like to see. It's down about a 1.5%, 139. We see that trend over here. November was high. It's kind of steadily come down since then, and we're at 139 now. Days on the market is just under 2 months at about $119 a square foot, about $35 million in total volume out there. And the median list price is about $280,000 for the multifamily properties. And let's come down here for the pending. We got 174. Pending went up. So some purchases going on here, about 17%. All right, so it was at 149. Now it's at 174, getting close to where that 12-month high was back in June at 184. Coming up to that number at least. 11 days on the market, just under $100 a square foot is what we're looking at. And as far as pendings go, we got $40 million in pending properties out there at an average of our median list price of $239,000 and solds. So we got 233.5 for the median list price. Number of properties is 32, which is down 46.7%. So we've seen a big jump. It was 60 back in August, and now it's dropped down to 32, which is pretty steep drop. But the list to sales price 100.02%, so they're getting 100% on that. 14 days on the market. We got, $7.6 million in total volume going on with the sold listing. And now let's get our month of inventory. As we mentioned, just under 2.5 months of inventory. It's dropped 2% for the month of August to the month of September, and it's dropped 51.8% as far as inventory goes from 12 months ago when we were looking at November when it was at 5 months. Let's come up here. We're going to check out Warren County, and then we're going to wrap everything up with Schenectady County. Warren County, New York. There you are. Let's see what we got. All right. So this triangle moved a little bit closer, more towards the balanced market, but still pretty solid in the seller's market right there. 3 1/3 months of inventory. They're selling at about 97% of the list of sold price. 6 days on the market, so it's moving pretty quick right there. Medium sales price, $219,000. That's our overview, quick overview. Let's come down and check some median estimated property value. This looks pretty familiar, pretty similar to Albany, although it did jump 1.6% from last month and 8.8% overall in the 12-month change, 247,000 for the estimated value right now. Coming down, new listings. We got 7 new listings, which is a drop. We had 11 in the month of August, but it came down about $145 a square foot, which is up 20%, $2.3 million of volume. The median list price is 320,000. Active listings, we got 20 active listings, which did decrease from 27 from August, so sliding down a little bit. About 370,000 is the median list price for our active listings. We got 87 days on the market. Let's take a look at this because that's up 26%. It was 69 back in August. Now we're up to 87. So it's for the, well, third month in a row, it is trending in that upward motion as far as days on the market. $180 a square foot. We got a little over $10 million in total volume for our active listings in there. Pending listings, we got 8 pending, so there's an increase in that one. So we're looking at our 12-month high, the number of pendings right now at 18. We had 15 in the previous month in August. About $114 square foot, $4.3 million of volume, and about 205,000 is the median list price on those pendings that we got right now. Solds 7, which dropped $93 square foot, $1.5 million of total volume on that. They were on the market on average 6 days for $219,000, which is an 8.9% month over month drop from the previous month on that one. And our inventories, we said 3.29% or 3 1/3 month, down 35% from last month, down 12.7% from 12 months ago. And the last one we're going to take a look at is Schenectady County for this area. All right, so our triangle roughly in the same spot and still pretty healthy in the seller's market. 2.8 months of inventory. The list of sold price, this is up 6.24%. 105.6. So generally getting more than what they're listing for there. 13 days on the market. And the medium sold price is 253. Coming down here, this is our median estimated property value. So estimated property values last month up over 5%, 5.3. 12-month change is up 13.1. So pretty nice change. If you bought a year ago, you're happy your investment's up 13.1%. Medium estimated value, $259,000. And here's this same trend that we're seeing. New York State average, national average, Schenectady County average. Schenectady County is all below the national and the state average. Not only that, but it jumped up in a year 13.1%. Maybe a good area to look in purchasing some rental property in. So 277,000 is the medium, 39 for the number of properties. This we're looking over here at our new listings, which is up for the second month in a row. Last month in August, it was 34 at $114 a square foot. We got $9.5 million of volume going on here. Active listings up almost 20%, a little over 19. 68. Look at this right here. Was up here, 1.2. This is our days on the market. Let's move this over here. Let's take a look at this. Okay, same thing. We're seeing this trend. Boom. How it was pretty good January. February it dropped and it kind of has stayed down here, these lower numbers here. Let's kind of back this out 3 years. Oh, let's see how far it takes off. See, we had this big change in the investment market here back in November of 21. Came boom, way down, and it stayed at this level. We see another little dip here at the beginning of this year, at least in Schenectady County, where it's come down as far as the number of properties that are on the market. All right, so with less inventory out on the market, with the right demand, means those prices are going to be up. So people who are looking to sell might be a good opportunity for you since it doesn't seem to have a lot of competition that we've had in the past. So at some point you would imagine, although I don't think it'll probably come back as steep, but you think eventually it'll work its way back up to where we had seen it before. But for now, it continues to be low and remain low. It actually took an even a little bit of a dip this year on that as well. So those are our properties. 279,000, 30 days on the market at $120 a square foot, $17.5 million of total volume for our active listings. And we're coming down here. We're going to check this out here. New pendings. Actually, no, I want pendings. This is what I want. Pendings, 55 pendings down. It's been on a downward trend since April, continued that trend, but only slightly from 57 down to 55, which is 3.5% change. 86 days on the market, $105 square foot, and we're looking at a little over $11.5 million of total volume for our pendings. And our sold listings went down 12. We see a little dip right here. It was 28. Now it's down to 12, so it went down over 50%. But this number right here, 105.59, which means they're listing it and they're getting more than what they're listing it for. We're at 2 weeks here, $112 volume, just under, or $112 a square foot, just under $3 million in total volume for the solds that we had out there. And here's what we got, 2.8%. Last month change, up 20.7% as far as inventory goes, or months of inventory, I should say, down 64.2% from the beginning of the year, due largely to that little dip that we saw at the beginning of this year. And it hasn't really come back from that just yet. All right, so there's what we got covering the capital region. Now, if you have a specific area you really want to get breakdowns, I did it by county, that's how we kind of broke down. If you really want a specific area, Saratoga Springs, for example, the park, whatever, you want Albany, you really want to get hyper focused on a specific area, I can do that for you. Just reach out to me. My information is below. I can put that together, those numbers together for you, do your own little video. We're going to set up a time where we can get together or meet on a Zoom call, something like that, and go over those numbers with you. So, but subscribe to the channel if you found any value in this. And I will catch you guys on the next video.